Hey, what's going on, everyone? This is Dalton, Adult2095, coming with another Transformers Kingdom video, and, well, today we're looking at the WFC-K18 Dinobot. So, yeah, really been looking forward to this. Actually, probably the best character in the show. By far, just has the best story arc. And, yeah, some very nice artwork here. He's labeled as a Predacon, so it's up to you if you want him on your Maximal side or your Predacons. Kind of want to see where the comic goes too, but I'm probably going to stick with the cartoon fiction and keep him on my Maximal side. He's got 28 steps. Still not a fan of those Deadpool after slapping Colossus around, hands just dangling there, so hoping to get an upgrade for that eventually. But yeah, cave drawing there of Dinobot in Raptor mode. So yeah, let's go ahead and get this open and go from there. And here we have Dinobot, of course, out of the packaging in robot mode. And yes, before anyone asks, mine is victim of the wobbly hip syndrome. So yeah, there's that. And also, before I completely forget, he came with his little collector card thing. It is the Ark once again. So it's the same one, the Ark crash, or, you know, in space or crashing in the Earth. Yeah, so there's that. So here we got Dinobot, and before we go any further, I'll go ahead and do size comparison. So here he is with his former starting out comrades. I guess so far it's just Megatron, but later on we get introduced to Black Arachnia. You can see he's a decent sized Voyager figure. Of course, Black Arachnia being one of the smaller side of deluxes, and Megatron being one of the few decent sized leaders. So let's get these out of here and bring in his new crew of the Maximals. So there's Primal and Air Razor. Again, she's one of the smaller deluxes. Of course, Cheetor, who's also on that smaller side. And the smallest of them all, his main rival and frequent thorn in the side, Rat Trap. So, yeah, we're just short, you know, Tagatron and Rhinox, which, you know, was revealed for Wave 3. So, hopefully we see Tagatron either in Wave 4 or that rumored Golden Disc collection, whatever. I really hope they don't cancel Season 4 in lieu of more online exclusives, but it looks like that's happening again. So, yeah, so here's Maximals so far. Let's get these out of here so we can just focus on Chopper Face, Lizard Lips, the Irascible Raptor. So, yeah, to be honest, I'm a little disappointed with how he turned out, but it's still better than the Universe one. So it's kind of that middle ground. Like I'm with a lot of people, you know, especially in my group of friends, and especially the person who loves Dinobot more than anyone else, Primal Sabbath, in the fact that, you know, if I want a Dinobot who looks exactly like he does in the show, I've got the MP. So this is a nice update. There are some things I'd like to see changed with it, or, you know, improved, maybe through upgrade kits or third-party add-ons, whatever, just to improve the overall figure. But at the end of the day, I'm still happy that we got a decent representation of Dinobot in generation scale. He's a little bit shorter than he should be, but I guess we'll see when Rhinox comes out, because I think him and Rhinox should be pretty close to the same size. I haven't looked at the scale chart in a while, but I think Rhinox is maybe a little bit taller than Dinobot, because he was able to lift him up in the episode. Either way, I'm rambling, so let's go ahead and take a look at his head sculpt here, which looks fantastic. I mean, that is straight up mainframe Dinobot. So, once again, much like all the others, except for Rhinox, apparently, he is very much like what we saw in the cartoon. got that kind of old warrior looking face. Really wish someone would do some green eyepieces for him. I'd love to see that. But very nicely done. He's got a very good ball joint on his head. So 360, get all that detail throughout. And of course, he's got his weapons. You got sword in purple for just that one scene in Code of a Hero where it reflected kind of a purple light. I honestly wish they would have went gray or silver, so I might figure out a way to take this off and paint it myself. Of course, keep something in there. I don't know. Either way, I'm going to paint this eventually, so I mean, I might leave it. I don't know. Of course, his tail shield, which is way too skinny for how it should be on Dinobot, but at least it's a reference, and you can even plug the sword in and keep it in there like the original Beast Wars Dinobot toy. So you have that going on. And of course, this is strictly for Dinobot, so you got that little square peg there, and that's not even a full 5mm port. So yeah, strictly for Dinobot, but you can have other people holding this, maybe flying around like Dinobot did in Code of Hero, using his like propeller blades to slow his fall. Of course, you got his somewhat cartoon accurate chest. I do like how they took the liberty of keeping the actual raptor head here, but having the faux pieces on the side for the eye. I just wish that would have cleaned up a little bit better, because you got the eyebrows here, which are also right here. So a little strange looking. You do get the gold ribs here. I wish they would have done that here, but I might try to do that myself. Same thing here with the femurs on the front of the legs. Cool, that should be here as well. And wow, my brightness went up for no reason. What is going on here? It's not letting me turn down the... One thing I'm not liking about this new phone is when I go to do something that requires me... There we go. So yeah, we also got the gold there. Some nice bronze or copper here on the front of the thighs. Again, need some gold right there. And nothing on the feet, so yeah, it should have some copper and gold here on this section. But like I said, it's fine. I'm not going to throw a big fit. Should have been painted a little bit better, but they're going to get this upper torso to look as good as it does. I guess that's fine. Shoulders, 360, in and out, really tight here at the shoulder, so you can even get it all the way up. You get a really tight swivel at the shoulder here as well, or the bicep, 90 degrees at the elbow and back. You get a wrist swivel, opening and closing hands for, of course, Dino mode, and the wrist can move forward and back. Again, for Dino mode or getting some interesting poses. 360 at the waist. It is also fairly tight. In and out, forward and back. Really tight thigh swivel. Again, really tight knees. So yeah, that's obscenely tight. And then ankle tilt all the way to here. And forward and back. You can even close up the heels. But that's for transformation, which I guess we should go ahead and get to. So one of the steps, and then close up the tail. So there's that. Which can also store on his back, much like the original and the MP. There is actually a little slot there, a little tab right here, so you can get it lined up. So you got that. But just for the time being, let's go ahead and take it off. And from here, go ahead and straighten these arms out like that. Then bring these dino arms out. Bring this section all the way up. See over here. Rotate this whole section down and around to where it tabs into there. Same thing on this side, up and around. I'll just tab into there. Go ahead and bring down Missing something here. Alright, so I got that completely wrong. So go ahead, bring these up and around. Bring this down. What you'll need to do is bring this whole section here, that, straighten them out. And then you want to bend the arms this way, or need to do it. So you got that. And then bring these sections up. And to make sure I'm still doing this right. There we go. So before we bring these up, need to rotate that around like that, and that will collapse into there. So there we go. And we already got the dino arms out. So then from here, we untab this tail section, bring that up. Now this can untab from here. We just bring this section back, bring this whole thing up and around. That will just actually bring this whole thing up even with his head. And that will just tab into there. Bring up the dino head. Rotate the waist around, forming the front of the raptor. Open up these side panels all the way out like that. Close up the robot feet. Then that forward. You got these two little tabs here. That'll go into these slots. Make sure all this is lined up and tabbed together. Okay. I'll just tab it like that. Over here, do the same thing. Line that up. Tab that in. Of course, it's wanting to fight me. There we go. And you just bring this section down. There are two tabs right here that'll go right into there. And then just bring the dino legs down. And then these will tab into the side of here. Just like that. Kind of hiding this spinal piece. There we go. Close that up. Of course, bring the arms down and forward. Round, open up. And just straighten this all out. And plug the tail on. So, yeah, there we got Dinobot in Raptor mode, and he's okay. I mean, granted, it could be a lot worse. I think he is a little bit realistic looking, giving our assumption of dinosaurs, so definitely does look like something out of Jurassic Park. Again, the biggest problem is these dino hands. They look like he broke his wrists, and they're just dangling. It is not a good look. But he also got the chest hanging out here. So he's got eyes on his hips. I don't know, genetically and created monsters, like Alan Grant said, so theme park monsters. And, of course, a little bit of a flesh wound back here. Maybe some maybe shedding skin and just kind of left some exposed muscle tissue there. Oh, just an assumption. But yeah, I'm not too thrilled about it, but it could be worse. It could be Universe Dinobot. Do have this weird kind of gray that should be more of a tan color for the underbelly and the stripes. Get some really nice painted eyes, which, there we go, that looks a lot better. And of course you're missing the front teeth, but that helps with closing the mouth. All of his teeth are painted. He's even got a painted tongue. Fortunately, you don't get any side-to-side movement due to the transformation, even though, oh, no, I guess they couldn't because of the transformation joint for the neck. Which, yeah, there we go. Oh, just a little spring-loaded piece. That is ridiculous. Like, just for that? No. Yeah, I can't forgive no neck swivel because of a stupid spring-loaded gimmick for the neck to pop out. Like, just mold it to where it's already like this, and then give us a damn neck swivel. Wow. That's stupid. Anyways, got swivel and hinge here at the elbows, or at the shoulders, my bad. Got a hinge at the elbow, and then of course the ball jointed wrists, and then the legs for the Raptor are pretty much the same as the arms in robot mode. Can't really get much of anything at the hips like you can with the Masterpiece, just due to how it's designed. So yeah. So yeah, that's pretty much it for Kingdom Dinobot. Like, could be worse, but I think he truly shines in robot mode. So that's where he's going to be. Like, and, you know, like I said, if I wanted a show accurate 100%, I would have gotten, you know, I've got the MP. So it's a nice update, but there are definitely some things wrong with it. It's not the worst figure in the line. I mean, I think I can give that to all the repacks that we're getting, like Wheeljack, RC, Prime, Starscream, you know, figures that we could have gotten, you know, Beast Wars equivalents of. Like, we could have gotten a Leader Class Polar Claw. We could have had a Deluxe Class Gears, a Deluxe Class Swerve. I don't know, something. But that being said, I hope you guys enjoy. Be sure to check out all the links down in the description, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and yeah, so hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see y'all next time.